The return of my Coin Lady channel brings me much joy. If you've been following along on the screen, you're already familiar with attorney Jeremy Hogan. He's the top legal expert predicting that the crypto basic Ripple settlement will occur before XRP and ETF approvals. Look, the SEC case and the appeal are both going to happen. It will come to pass. This will pass. There's a near certainty of that. Expect to see XRP and ETFs as well. Also, it's only a matter of time till it happens. And now comes the exciting part, wondering when it will happen. When is it going to happen? In what sequence does everything happen? Is this bull cycle the right time? It truly becomes enjoyable at that point. Next, we have this. Here are the most recent odds of XRP ETF clearance, according to Bloomberg. They consulted with certain experts in the ETF industry, but I believe they are mistaken. This decision also led to this headline look, and you'll understand why when we get to it. Except that Yahoo is behind this. According to a news item published on Yahoo, XRP has the lowest approval rating among exchange-traded funds. According to a leading ETF expert, odds are. Please allow me to politely disagree with this and express my position. This is great news, but then there's this and this. Pretty about all of the XRP news we've heard so far has been about how everything that has happened thus far in 2024 is, to be honest, absolutely amazing. I mean, the ecosystem is expanding just when the bull market is about to crash. Isn't that crazy? However, the Crypto Basics headline reads as follows: XRP and Litecoin ETFs will be listed on Nasdaq. Nasdaq is requesting SEC approval for XRP. Okay, moving on to the first piece. I appreciate these kinds of updates. We still get to hear from attorney Hogan occasionally, but it would be great if he was still posting legal briefs on his YouTube channel. He was an invaluable resource for our community during the darkest hour of XRP's existence. In the event that we do receive updates, I will make sure to share them on my channel. Hopefully, we will be fortunate enough to resume publishing content soon. However, I suppose you shouldn't expect much anyhow. The following is the language of peace. The approval of XRP ETFs is more likely to occur before the SEC Ripple dispute is settled, according to attorney Jeremy Hogan. An XRP community member inquired about the possibility of the SEC approving one of the several XRP ETF filings before deciding whether to settle or dismiss its case against Ripple. And the notable legal expert made this information public yesterday in answer to that question. And thus, the post itself was this. According to XRP Army News, which identified attorney Hogan in the post, the SEC probably gives its stamp of approval to any XRP ETFs before deciding whether to settle or dismiss the lawsuit. Possible choices: chicken or egg? I think it's a fair question that people are curious about. Not because the two processes must occur sequentially, but because the ETFs will take more time to dot the I's and cross the T's. Attorney Hogan plainly indicated that it is highly probable that the matter is resolved before the ETF approvals. Attorney Hogan has been rather outspoken about his belief that this lawsuit will be dismissed or settled by April or May of this year. So it's worth mentioning here. In his opinion, it might be any day now. Some others, in a particular thread, wanted to know if it was even possible for it to happen in February. He basically says, "Don't hold your breath," which is a paraphrase of what he actually said. Not relying on it, but technically, yeah. If we're being practical, though, we should anticipate that this case will conclude in either April or May. It would be great if it happened, because history usually repeats itself, and it's plausible that we could be near the peak of the XRP bull run. Perhaps because, after all, XRP did reach its all-time high of approximately $2 in April of the previous cycle. Therefore, if it will be in the same general area once again, I can only assume that it will add fuel to the fire. Well, I'm not going to bother looking at it anymore. XRP will enter price discovery phase anyhow. I hold that belief nonetheless. Even while it's true, I still think this news breaking could be the catalyst. I realize it's ridiculous, because XRP is already very clear from a legal standpoint. Fear not, for it is not our concern. Even though we're safe here, we still need to be concerned, right? That being said, the market could react simply because people identify this news with XRP. It is identical to what happened on November 21st. This past January 20th, on Inauguration Day for Trump, Gensler made the official announcement that he would be departing. The minute after he said that, the price of XRP began to skyrocket. Because of everything that transpired with the SEC and its impact on the XRP community, I won't be surprised if that's the case here. And that wasn't even XRP-related news. However, is it possible to get an ETF approved prior to the settlement? Yes, in my opinion, is the correct answer. Actually, it would be prudent for us to briefly address that matter here. The alternate headline is as follows. According to Bloomberg, these are the current chances of XRP ETF acceptance. James Seifert and Eric Balchunas of Bloomberg have made a daring prediction on the possibility of the SEC approving the XRP ETF, and here is the thread in question. The remainder of the article is unnecessary. I believe James Seifert's research is fairly credible. He got fairly famous in the crypto sector for his work leading up to the spot Bitcoin ETF's approval. He works at Bloomberg. The aspect that interests me is that he is not a troll. I'm just not convinced that he is an XRP enthusiast. But maybe that is irrelevant. If so, that's okay. But, because the point is, when you come across something like this, which, in my humble opinion, is a bit of a ridiculous interpretation, the question becomes clear. For that reason, I can't help but question whether bias is influencing the situation, or if this person suffers from XRP derangement syndrome. And I seriously doubt that he does. I doubt he does, and based on what I've seen, I'm not even sure he likes XRP. But, take a look at what he posted here. And he sent a Balchunas tag to Eric. Just so you know, that is his. He works with that person at Bloomberg. On the other hand, Eric Balchunas works for Bloomberg as a senior ETF analyst. I reviewed the documents for spot crypto ETFs, he added, tagging him in the process. We are currently focusing on Litecoin, Solana, XRP, and Dogecoin, but we are putting out relatively high approval odds for all of them. If you are expecting a lot, you should know that the top 2 filings for XRP and Dogecoin will most likely be acknowledged this week, which is exciting. Second on the list, the second Commissioner Purser's Crypto Task Force will clarify the legal ramifications of the security versus commodities debate by the year 2025. However, before you do that, consider this. Yes, please. This is where my slight beef with you begins. I simply respectfully disagree with this specific viewpoint. Regarding the likelihood of an exchange-traded fund, ETF, being approved for each of these coins in 2025, they estimate a 90% possibility for Litecoin, 90% for Solana, 70% for Dogecoin, 75% for Ripple, and a mere 65% chance for XRP. Apparently, XRP is accepted, but I strongly disagree with that. I appreciate you taking the time to watch my video. Thank you for watching my channel and for subscribing. I will see you later.